Hello, humans and pets. Jimmy John's, a few months ago, maybe, like a month or two, they released their own chips.
Well, I think they've had the chips, but I just happened to find them at the store.
I'm pretty sure they brought them to stores recently.
Yeah, I'm not exactly when.
I don't know why, but they have their own chips. I feel like the better thing would be sell their subs at stores, right? But that would be hard to do.
Yeah, because
they
don't last. Chips can
unless
last.
they get into stores like Subway or something.
They're kettle cooked though. That's a
they
good
are.
sign. We've never had
what
their.
What are the things? Is it barbecue and regular?
It was just regular and barbecue. Those are the ones we happened to see when I was there. So.
And we also have these guys, which they're Harvest Snaps Green Pea Snack Crisps. They're pretty good. I like them, but I've never had the wasabi brand.
Ryan's mother's friends sent them, so we figured we'd throw them in the review with that. So this one is the regular flavor. We've never had their chips. I happen to see them. We've done Jimmy John reviews, and
why not?
I forget. You have the receipt somewhere. I forget how much they were. The bag's a little bit smaller than an average. Certain bags of chips are this small. Well, like actually, the Cape Cod ones are probably this small.
Yeah.
Do you know how much it is? They smell like Cape Cod chips. I got to be honest with you. It has that different. Oh, come on! You want to? Oh, you know what? We forgot to get you your food. We'll get it after. Come here.
It's not on
here. I might have got it in a different time when I went.
Yeah.
That's fine. All right. So I forget how much they are. They're a few bucks, anyways.
Yeah.
But these are the regular ones. They smell like the Cape Cod chips. That's what they remind me of. We forgot to get Finn his food too. Crunchy.
Yeah.
Salty.
Mm-hmm. Salty.
Well, what do you think?
Cape Cod chips?
Mm-hmm.
You know, the Cape Cod chips, I think they have the lighthouse as their image, right? They have a lighthouse. I haven't had them in a while. But, you know, at school lunch, sometimes they'd have, like, small bags they'd hand out for free, or whatever the case may be. But I love their chips. If not my favorite, they're one of my favorite chips in existence. I never get them. It's up there with Sun Chips, Bugles, and Cape Cod chips.
And they sell them in the stores. We just never buy them.
We never buy them.
No.
They're like top of the line for me, and they're not top of the line for anyone else.
No, you say that. Grammy loves them
so
too.
good. They're so good.
Those are her favorite.
So I like these a lot. They taste very, very, very similar.
Yeah. We used to go down to the Cape Cod in the wintertime, and that's like one of the few things that were always open down there. And we would always go to the little, do their tour, and they have different flavors. It is some of the best chips.
In my
and that it is what
really
these are. What these really remind me of, because they're kettle cooked, so they're extra crispy.
They always make them folded and crunchy. They're perfect.
They look non-processed. Do you know what I mean? Like it looks like they were just made.
You cut a potato and you stirred it. So
It doesn't look like it came off. Although Cape Cod comes off a conveyor belt, but they always look like they're made special.
They taste special too. Something about them.
I keep finding myself talking with a mouthful of food because I try to get something out, and I always throw something in my mouth right before I have the idea. There's something about a folded chip that I love too. Like we used to fight over it.
Not of Lay's.
No, I don't mind them.
Chips, but I like almost every other folded
like Wise. Chips. I used to fight over like if there was a folded one. Like I always wanted like. Obviously he likes them because we didn't eat supper first, so he's gonna throw them all in his face. But let's try the barbecue. I'm not gonna say nothing until you say something.
I haven't tried one yet.
I'm looking away.
They taste the same. They don't taste the same. These are good.
Big barbecue flavor, actually. Like, it has like a lot of flavor on the
They have
chip.
like a brown sugar note
It
and a ton
actually-
of stuff on here that tastes good.
I've said it before, I always think I'm not a barbecue flavored chip guy. Because sometimes they taste so artificial and crappy, but lately when I've been trying them, certain ones have been really good. If you look back on any of the old chip reviews, I've always say like, oh, I don't usually like barbecuing, but these are really good. These are actually really good. They got like a little, not so much a smoky flavor, but they do have like that sweetness and they're actually really good.
The subtle smelt with the soul sweet with the potato itself is such a good combination. I'm a big fan of barbecue chips, but some of them are awful.
Some of them have like a crappy. They really
some
do.
Some people they just put liquid smoke on it and call it barbecue and hope it passes. They didn't here, which is great.
You know, I'm having a hard time which one I like better. Because there is something about the kettle cooked chip that
On its own.
it almost makes it taste better. And I don't like, shouldn't say I don't like, but I was never a huge fan of kettle corn popcorn.
Never mind.
Because I always thought it tasted weird.
Well, they put a ton of sugar and stuff on it.
But the kettle corn chips, huge fan of. It gives you that extra crisp. Come on. I know I forgot your food. I'll bring it down up in a minute. I think I like the barbecue better. These are actually really good on their own. The barbecue has a ton of flavor though. And I think I like the barbecue flavor better than Ryan's just gonna eat the whole bag of chips and I'm gonna yell at him in a minute so you can stop. These are actually really good. I like them both.
I like them equally. Depends on my mood. And I say that a lot with chip reviews, but that's kind of what chip is. You know?
What?
Depends what your mood for the flavor.
Yep.
Yeah,
but there are certain chips, like all the ones we still have left in the cupboard, that you won't go back and eat a second time. These, I think you'll kill both of these bags. And if you don't, your mother definitely
my
will.
mood right now is salty potato. But I know in a few minutes it'll change to barbecue. So
All right, let's see what this is. So I was a huge fan of wasabi peas and wasabi peanuts. I used to buy them all the time. Well, I never bought them. I don't even know where they used to get. My mom used to get them for me at a little farm, a handful of towns by where they live. And she used to get the nuts. I could find the peas at the stores. I haven't seen them in the longest time though, the wasabi peas.
they've gone non-existent.
Used to love
They've gone
them.
extinct.
Funny story, went on
They're so
vacation
good.
one time with Ryan's cousins.
Oh, that was fun. And we
I had them
stood
all.
on the cold
They're all like,
wait.
"What are you eating?" I'm like, "Go ahead and try them." And the funny expression when you see somebody throw it in your nose, because some of them have a nice concentration. It actually gives you a burn on your nose, like you're like, when you eat too much of it. And I used to love them. The nuts,
Yeah.
you thought were the best. But all right, so these are wasabi ranch.
Let me show you these bags so we can get them out of the way.
All right, you want me to wait?
Jimmy John's.
We got wait. I don't want to tease you.
I'll just show you the bag on one of these guys. So it's just a little green pea snack crisps.
Yeah, so Ryan and his mother love
They're
these
like little talkie looking
little
guys.
pea looking things. She won't eat them. I don't know why you're putting them over there.
I don't want to put them over here.
The review's over here.
It's so that way I don't eat any more chips.
Okay.
Now I like these guys on their own. The texture takes a little bit to get used to. I like the crunchier ones.
Now see, and normally, the peas, to me, they're okay. I would never buy them. These two think they're like a delicacy. They love them.
They have tons of flavors. But I do like them.
These are
They are on the expensiver side. I think.
That's why I never buy them.
I like the flavor a lot.
These are good, but I wish it had more wasabi.
It has a good amount though.
It has enough.
But doesn't make it great. You know what I mean?
The good part of the wasabi, excuse me, as I talk my mouth though. The good part of the wasabi peas is you get that one you throw 2 in your mouth, and it'll actually, like if you eat a good wasabi or a good horseradish, you'll get that burn in the back of your nose, like you know, like and
these guys have a ton of flavor.
They don't have that.
It's missing the fun.
I don't know about a ton of flavor either.
That's a good amount.
They're well seasoned, and you can definitely taste the wasabi. The pea flavor still shines through on these. It's not like super coated where you can't tell that you're eating the peas.
I mean, their first ingredient is green peas.
I don't have the regulars, but I'm going to venture a guess and say I like these better than the regulars. But I actually like the regulars too. They're not bad. But again, they are expensive for that little tiny bag. It's a few bucks. Where you can get a big bag of chips for about the same price.
Yeah.
Not bad. My only complaint is I want more wasabi. That's my only complaint with them. Like the pea taste almost overtakes the wasabi taste.
Yeah, you definitely can still
these.
taste the thing itself. You can taste this, like,
almost
salty
more than the wasabi.
flavorfulness. It's kind of on the back.
The pea is the forefront, and the wasabi is your aftertaste. Where I want the wasabi as your forefront, and then get the aftertaste of the pea.
Yeah,
that would be my.
And in my opinion, I'd rather have either or, because I like the pea taste a lot, and I like the wasabi taste a lot. So it depends on my mood of the day. No,
most people don't want that heavy. That too much wasabi will get you right. So this is probably ideal for 90% of the people that are going to buy these.
I'd rather feel it.
I think the fun, it's the same thing. Like your mother just got Chinese food. And the fun part of eating Chinese food for me is the hot mustard. If you don't have hot mustard with Chinese
Did she not
food.
get any?
No, she didn't.
Oh.
So if you don't have hot mustard with Chinese food, it's just not the same. Now I can hit it with any kind of a hot sauce, but it's not the same to me. I like that, and it's the same thing with eating this. If I'm gonna get the flavor, I like a little burn. Although I do like the taste, like when we get like the Cabot horseradish cheese, or I really like that taste. And wasabi and horseradish, they're similar to me. You know, maybe it's just, but they're similar to me. In case there's an expert out there that's going to dispute the fact, but they give you that same burn when you get it really strong. But that would be my only complaint. Those are actually really good, and obviously Ryan likes them because he's going to eat the whole bag. But
the issue is that there's only this much left.
No, you're going to eat them. That's fine, but you're going to eat something else. But with that, to go back because it's the whole review. I highly recommend all three of these. These are actually, compared to the chips we've been having lately with the off-brand chips that we've been buying, out of all of them, which one do you like best?
You know how hard that is?
1, 2, 3.
Why do I have to give numbers on this one? I didn't suggest numbers.
I didn't say numbers. First, second, and third place. Flavor-wise, for me, I'll give mine first, second,
third for flavor.
third. Flavor-wise,
Right.
this has the most flavor. This barbecue.
And this one has the most flavor of like the pea stuff. I have to give them that because I like that flavor a little more than the barbecue.
These are actually really good barbecue chips. They have a really good barbecue flavor. Because sometimes you get them and they're not right. These are actually tasty. I've never had Jimmy John's chips. I'm assuming they must do like a meal deal where you can get a grinder and a chips or in a soda maybe. We've never done that at any place. Usually when we go get grinders, I go to get a grinder. I ain't looking to get them. Like you always say, when are you going to give me a little bag of chips? I didn't realize they had their own.
Like the 2-ounce bags and
of like Lay's with like 3 chips.
And Lay's isn't that good.
With like 3 chips in it, yeah. Bag. Where if they give you their own personal chips, these are actually really good.
It's good. My ranking is literally one on top of the other. One's standing on the shoulders and one's holding it in its hand. They're like slightly taller. Up the ranking. They're right there.
No, they're all
This
actually
one's
really
first, this one's second, this one's third.
You're giving the regular chip first.
I'm for my
He's
mood
like,
right now.
no, there you go. There,
My
that's
mood
all
right
that
now
matters.
is regular chips first.
Yeah.
So
I'm going to keep it at the same ranking as I did just for the ranking because I think these barbecue chips are top of the line. Like I think they're really good. I do.
you get this one last?
I do.
Wow. I'm the opposite.
For flavor,
I'm the opposite.
these are really good though because they have a generous amount of salt, but it's not salty.
No.
Like you can taste the salt on it though, which is nice. Like, 'cause, like I don't mind a low salt chip. I actually prefer it. And sometimes you get some bags of chips and you can't even eat them because they're so salty. You have like 3 and you're done. These are like super flavorful. They're just tasty.
These, on the other hand,
These are.
I eat 2 at a time.
I wish it had more wasabi. Other than that, but they're good. They're tasty.
No, these are really good though.
Again, the thing is you get the pea flavor with just a hint of wasabi, which is probably what everybody would want. I want it the other way around. But they didn't go crazy and just smother it so that you'd get too much flavor. Because some people don't like that either. You know what I mean?
It's the perfect middle of the road where you either like it or you're just gonna buy a different flavor.
Mm-hmm.
That's how it ends up being.
Those are good though because they're light and they're like
You
it's
eat
like
that
you're not
entire
it's like you're not eating anything. Like they just kind of pop them in your mouth.
And you feel good because it says peas on the cover.
Right, you feel like you're eating something for
I'd rather
healthy.
eat Harvest Snapped Green Pea Snack Crisps over Jimmy John's regular kettle cooked chips.
Although I know this has nothing to do with they have the pea flavor. It's not an actual pea pod. But there's something about like them ginger snap pea pods are absolutely out of this world anyways. Like I could just eat them.
Ginger snap?
Like you know what I'm talking, the sugar snap pea pods. When you just eat them, like when you get
Or
them.
even snow peas.
My God.
In general, peas are just delicious. In the casing. The casing is the best part of the pea.
The pod.
I'd rather eat the pod than the peas themselves.
Well, when you get a nice fresh pea though, and they're actually sugar, those are nice. Like the nice sweet peas. But I like them better in a pot. I like, especially when they're crispy right off the tree, they're absolutely phenomenal. Same thing with green beans. Green beans are always better on
to
the tree.
do a monthly video. Let's make a garden, and we do a monthly video of our progress on the garden. I think that'd be fun.
And then you better go shoot the 4 groundhogs that you named out back.
They eat everything. They even eat our peppers, but they don't eat eggplant.
They did not eat our eggplant.
So that's a plus.
Yeah, we haven't had one in years because when
Yeah.
Ryan was growing up, a groundhog moved in, and now he's got a whole herd that comes.
He's under our shed.
Yeah.
And there's one under the wood pile, and there's one under everywhere. Like, they're living on the ground.
They have new babies every year, and he names them, so
Yeah.
he ain't having a garden anytime soon.
No, they're gonna eat everything. But the eggplant. They did not touch the eggplant.
No.
They did the pepper, though. I'm so surprised. What pepper was it? It was spicy.
They ate the plant before the pepper grew. That's why they ate the plant.
No, there was a few growing.
No, they ate the plant
We got a really tiny guy.
because he just was what was left on that little tree. I don't remember. I think they were habanero actually that we grew a couple plants of. But neither here nor there. I highly recommend. These are the Jimmy John regular and barbecue, and then you have the Harvest Snaps. All of these are actually really good. If you're gonna try any of the snap, again, a little bit smaller bag than the average bag, but not much smaller than like the Cape Cod chips or the actual kettle chips. You know what I mean?
This
So
was slightly above a 50-cent Lay's bag.
yeah, they comparison, but at least they fill these though.
They do.
Do you know what I mean? If they're not like
Saying Lay's doesn't fill them?
I'm saying Lay's doesn't fill them. Yes, that's yeah. So overall, I definitely would recommend any one of these. Give them a try. And I don't know how new they are. I just had never seen them in the store before, and I happened to see them in the shelf, and I was like, "Ooh, Jimmy John's
I always
chips."
laugh that they choose Lay's because the same exact bag at Walmart costs 50 cents on the shelf. You can also get Funyuns and Doritos in those bags, which is superior than Lay's.
Cool.
Who wouldn't want a Funyun or a flaming hot Funyun than Lay's? Come on, Funyuns are better.
Your mother.
You know, she likes Funyuns.
I'm not blaming her.
No, but she likes Funyuns. I will say.
I will agree with Ryan though. There is something about a kettle cooked chip that's better than a regular chip.
I was gonna say.
Sorry.
I don't know why places like Subway always like add a small bag of Lay's and a
fountain soda.
a very small bottled soda.
Yeah.
They don't even give fountain. It's one of like the really small bottle like Cokes for $5 more. And I'm like, there's no way that tiny guy and the chips is gonna cost $5 more.
People do it though. That's why. I got himself.
Subscribe the video.
There you go. Subscribe.
Subscribe the video.
I recommend getting any of these and enjoy, and we'll see you on the next video.